Hi, hello, welcome. We are live. How's everybody doing out there?
I feel like I ate a pumpkin. Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm on time.
Yay!
I didn't post the social medias though, so
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
go do that right now.
You're
That's
here
all
with
right.
us now. Everyone
Yeah.
sees you. They have
Yeah,
proof
hi.
of life.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm still around. I'm still
You're
chilling.
not a recording.
Yeah. Glitch,
Steph,
glitch,
react to
glitch,
what I'm
glitch,
saying.
glitch, 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 glitch. I'm glitching.
Hold up today's newspaper just so everyone knows you're okay.
No one gets the newspaper. Well, I
She's
don't
right.
know.
Damn it. Prince is dead.
We don't get the newspaper.
No, we'll
in the
never know when
morning.
she was.
Ah,
Nope.
Oh my God.
shoot.
Dude, okay.
It's close.
I said dude. Is that fine?
No, I almost said some poo word.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to think if you said
So-
something before that too.
No, I don't think he did.
So yesterday I went to go get my shot, which is the number 6 for the vaccines.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah, I'm half Moderna, I'm half Pfizer. It's one of those. Anyways,
You're a hybrid.
I hope. No, so I was in line at CVS and I see the magazines, and I don't ever really look at the magazines, but I see just like a row of like black books with like gold trimming on the edges of these books, right? There's like a whole line of them.
Okay.
I was like, what is that? And they're horoscopes. And I was just like, huh,
Oh,
these
no.
look real crazy. I think I'm gonna go look at mine. So I go over and I look at mine, and how it has this book. Oh man, that's what I should have got today when I went to CVS. I should have bought that book. Okay. I knew. I walked in there. I was like, what do I need to buy? And I walked out with a cute little pumpkin light, and I was so excited about it. Anyways, going back to these magazines. There's these little black, like a matte black with gold trimming books, and it's horoscopes. So I go over and I grab the Gemini one. And the way that it's sorted out, or like the way that it's by month. And you
Usually
scroll
how it
through your
works.
months. I didn't bother reading. No, I meant in
Got
the
her.
book. Like you would think, like, oh, because it's already a Gemini book, it's not going to go through the months anymore. But no, it goes through January through December. And it goes over like your different things for that day, or for that month. And it's like singles, couples,
Everybody getting red.
like I think it's like business. And
Business?
then
Financial.
something else, I forget. Little
star
things.
chart.
So I go read September's, and the first thing it tells me is that I think it was saying that I feel like I'm walking on eggshells in conversations with people, and I was like, oh God, that's exactly how I feel. And then 2, it was like what did it say? It said for work, it said you're gonna get laid off. And I was like, oh gosh, like it's just straight up. They're not sugarcoating or anything. And then it said, but you are gonna find an opening to like a position of something that you're already skilled at and enjoy doing. And it was like, huh, that's kind of interesting. And then I think I forget if it was singles. It was something about like friendships that like everyone has I think you're in doubts of how people feel in general about you, and then they just want you to know that like you're appreciated and like you matter, with stuff like that. It was just very like, okay, this is very broad. I could see how that could be something.
Yeah.
And then I think couples, it was like, you've been thinking about like what you've been fantasizing or thinking about what it'd be like moving in with somebody else or something, or leaving your place and moving somewhere else and starting completely new. And it was
Dude,
just
horoscope,
like, huh.
slow down.
It was real interesting. And then my name got called to get my shot, so I put it down and I never looked at it again. And now I'm really curious, and I might try to get that book.
Stephanie, from everything you've told us so
Yes.
far, I think this is
Yes.
for the best.
What?
I don't
read
think
it.
you don't need that book.
I don't need to read it. I'm gonna hyper
Way,
focus on so much.
way too complicated. It's got too
Oof.
much going on inside.
But it's so
You
interesting.
is it?
I was always into horoscopes. No,
It's
I
true.
was one of those. I was one of those. Oh, I'm looking at
Was.
my Yahoo horoscope for the day. And I tried looking at it again. It's not the same. They don't have the same little bits as they used to do. I'm gonna look up horoscopes.
Go for it, Steph. Let's find out what all of our horoscopes are.
Yes.
Do we have to?
That is.
It'll just be one of those quick things.
Leland, it's either horoscopes or Baldur's Gate.
We
I
only
just-
have 2 modes right now.
Look, I have no problem discussing Baldur's Gate. My problem is I don't think anyone else wants to hear us talk about Baldur's Gate for too long.
That's not what Discord's talking about.
I
That
don't
Baldur's
go-
Gate chat is busy.
Well, I don't go on Discord because I can't find the time. So, like,
There's a lot of
these are
stuff
for
in there.
These are dailies. It's just
work
like
with
a daily.
dailies.
All right.
Start with
daily
Anthony.
thing.
He's a Leo.
Okay. Daily summary.
Mhm.
It's a good time for you to get information from as far as wide as possible and check everything with your intuition. Once you're fully settled, and only then, you can move ahead. Unpack the mysteries of the universe from your inbox. Oh, that's the thing. Sorry. That's it. That's I was seeing the extra stuff.
Well, the good thing
So-
about me and Jordan, we have the same month, so we only
Oh,
have
so
to
it'd be
read
the
one.
same-
Yeah.
little one.
So I guess I'm
Okay.
just
No,
doing my research.
we're in the same
Okay.
month, but you're not a Libra. You're a Scorpio.
Oh, that's right. I am a Scorpio.
Man, I was trying to get us
Oh, okay.
through this quicker.
Okay.
Do you have somewhere else to go?
Scorpio. Scorpio's
Horoscopes
next.
is a slippery slope.
So what?
Next, we're going to talk about our dreams.
Yeah.
The Daily says, this is for Jordan. Someone asks an innocent question that starts your mind churning and wondering what could really be going on. It might end up as a big mystery that only you can solve. So get to it.
I mean, Shadowheart did say some suspectful things. I'm like, what do you mean by that, Shadowheart? I don't know.
She's in this weird, like, sadistic, masochistic cult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you sold,
Spoilers.
like you gave him your memories?
I
This
try not to
one-
talk to her at all. Everything she says seems sad. I'm like, ugh, stop talking to me.
This one's for. Why did I blink?
You can fix her,
Leland.
Jordan. Is this for me?
I'm trying.
Yeah, that's for you.
All right.
yeah. Okay, Libra. Try to keep a low profile today, especially at work. You've got to make sure that you get your own stuff done before anyone else comes looking for help. It's not so hard for you to avoid attention.
I feel
The
like you.
opposite of what happened.
I think you told him this too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needed to hear this morning. The opposite of that happened today.
Everything's terrible.
Okay. And then Gemini. Nothing seems to go right today, though there are no disasters. You can find yourself pretty frustrated by evening, but rest assured you'll pull through pretty soon.
I think me
How's
and
that happen,
Steph need to switch.
There, you know.
I was
sometimes
okay.
there-
I was into astrology a lot at one point, so like I'm not opposed to this kind of nonsense. I just think at the end of the day, it's nonsense. There's no reason to question it. Just
No,
move
No,
on.
I
no
have
wonder
questions.
he's a druid.
Yeah,
I
right.
do like being a druid a whole lot.
Define a lot.
I was reading books and stuff.
And what were you learning?
Obviously nothing, because there's nothing to learn.
Knowing stuff is learning. What did you learn?
Not
What did
much,
the books
really.
tell you?
What stuff do you
This
know
was like
now?
25 years ago. I don't remember anything.
There's got to be 3 things you remember from all that.
No.
What's a water sign mean?
I don't know. Ask Steph. That's something she might know.
Why do things go into retrograde?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't
What's
even know.
my
if
sun
I
sign?
forget if I get along with water. Or what is it? What'd you say? Water sign, air sign.
Water sign.
I said water, but really I
Water
could
sign.
say anything. That none of it means anything to me.
That's very true.
Are there fire signs?
There are.
Yeah.
Spicy hands. Ooh, someone out there in chat, can you determine if Jordan has a fire anything in his astrological map? We just need to confirm if he's meant to have a spicy hand.
Isn't Scorpio a water sign?
Well, you can be like
The
a water
Scorpion.
sign with like a fire moon, or there's weird things that sound like they should be contradicting.
Oh, like Pokemon. There's fire
Yes.
red. There's leaf green.
Ooh, you can find your love capacity, compatibility, love capacity.
You can love
compatibility.
70%. You
That's
cannot
all
love.
you have.
You cannot love beyond 70%.
Your heart has taken permanent damage, and now you can only love 70%.
Oh no. Oh, it's too hot for this. I can't.
You get -1 for every love check.
All right. Well, I did something pretty interesting over the weekend.
Oh, thank God. What did you do?
No.
He had sex with his girlfriend, Shadowheart.
How'd you know that's what I call her?
Really? Oh, we're gonna pause for a bit. Really? Is this person so interesting to you? Like,
No,
everything she says is stupid. Like,
Shadowheart
just-
is just there, and like, I don't want to say I'm gonna say easy, but I don't mean it in like some kind of like easy to
looks
like have sex
easy.
with. She's just very open, and
Lae'zel's easy.
game the game makes it easy to like know exactly how to like romance her. In the options, it's fairly clear to interpret like what she
Yes.
will like. That's what I mean when Shadowheart is easy to romance.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Real quick, hey, Beck, I killed my Lae'zel on accident.
He's
Oh,
Lady Gale.
I am working so hard on Gale. I'm like blue in the face, and
I-
this dude just
I'm
will
trying-
not.
I'm
He won't
trying
give it
so hard not for Gale to fall in love with me, but it's happening. I had a magical moment with him. I was like, yo, this was fun, but I'm gonna go to bed now.
Like, I gave him a magic artifact. I'm like, look, I did the thing. So but then freaking Big Red comes in like all hot and bothered. Like she's just
Oh,
like, I'll
man.
do everybody. You're like, oh great.
It's super frustrating to me because sorry, we're just gonna do 5 more minutes on Baldur's Gate.
Will dance naked. I'm also getting. I mean, after he turned into a demon, he got a lot hotter. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. I'm starting a female character. I want to have a reverse harem, all guys. You know.
Nice. So before I got Carlock, because I didn't know when that was gonna happen, and I haven't looked
Yeah.
ahead in the game, so I
Same.
don't exactly know a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, Shadowheart's here. I'll talk to her a little bit, and we have a kissing moment. We have a nice little moment at camp. Nothing
Yes.
else, because I don't push it because I am still at the core me, and it feels awkward to like let's just bone. I assume I can say that.
That's you at the core.
It is.
Okay.
Anyway, then Carlock shows up a little after that, and now I'm awkwardly avoiding Shadowheart
As you should.
because I know
she's sad.
I know that I can only romance one NPC at a time. Otherwise, everybody's getting it. But since
Wait,
that's
is
not
that
an
true?
option,
Or
Everyone's
do you
so
mean
hot.
you physically can only do it one at a time?
no. Anthony was fine romancing everybody. But the game is only monogamous, and if I am only going to choose one, yes, Jordan?
The game is
You-
only. It depends on the characters.
Oh,
Some characters
so there
are
are
not
combinations.
monogamous.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Shadowheart seems like a monogamous type.
Yeah.
Because she's sad and boring.
You don't talk to her, Leland.
No, I don't want to talk to her. Every time she
Get
speaks
to
to
know
me,
her a little bit.
I
She's
don't
got an
want to.
interesting background.
does she? I honestly, if she,
She
dies,
does.
I'm like, meh. The only time
She does.
the-
And then go
the-
look up Shar. She is the most emoist, like, metal of the gods.
the only reason I keep her in my 4 party is that she has healing.
She's the cleric. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, is that what she is?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea what they all are.
You don't pay enough attention.
They don't say it.
It does say it.
It
Does it like Gale never introduced himself as a
Look in the
wizard. I
bottom
just
left.
figured it
Look at
out.
the bottom left of the screen whenever you're like in a fight. It says the character's name, what they are. Like,
Oh, well,
Yeah.
it's
Their
very
level.
tiny writing. I don't. It's like I'm telling you, I'm having a very hard time with the game.
I'll
One
help
of
you
my
out.
core members died.
I'll help you out tonight.
Here's how she died though. She went down there, I got killed, and when I respawned and I let her go back down, I just walked away. I was like, you're on your own. I was like, I'll pick you up later. Nope, she got killed and I didn't know that till I got back to camp, and she just wasn't there.
yeah. She's dead in your game.
That's okay. I told you I didn't like her.
Yeah, and I mean anyone can die and be gone forever.
I'll pick someone else up along the way. Apparently, there's like I'm collecting them like Pokemons at this point. So
I need to get a wizard. I need to go
You-
back.
you
I need
have
to go
Gale.
back to the beginning. I don't have Gale.
Go
I don't
back
have
to the
Gale
beginning
or-
and get Gale.
he's
Yes.
right there. It's not even like you have to stress to get it. You just go get it.
I didn't walk down that road.
Wait, Minsik from the comic book is playable?
Yeah.
What?
Comic book?
Minsk is a
Everyone's so
character
excited.
in
I'm
D&D
happy you're
lore
excited.
Yeah.
that has been in some of the comic books and stories and stuff. Minsk and Boo are awesome.
Granted,
They're great.
BT dubs, guys, we're all in Act 1 still of Baldur's Gate 3.
No, we are not. Yeah,
We're all
I
super in
didn't
Act
know
1.
I didn't know there was axe until you guys said something the other night on the gaming. I was like, oh, there's axe. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, that was
all
our
right.
5 minutes. Anthony, what did you do this weekend?
It's like Red Dead all over again, everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry. Not sorry. So this past Saturday, held an event that I've been working on for a little bit. It was my girlfriend's birthday, and she so happens to share a birthday with Bilbo and Frodo Baggins. So she talked, yes, sir.
Like Sean Astin and Frodo? Or I mean,
No,
Elijah
like
Wood,
apparently Frodo and Bilbo's birthday is September 22nd.
Huh.
Mhm.
But
Yes.
Don't ask questions.
they had calendars?
They have their own calendars. I don't know how the math works. But it's Lord of the Rings Day. It's a thing. It's a thing. And so a while back when we were talking, she mentioned how she wanted to and planned that she would have a Hobbit birthday. But when she was planning for that, COVID hit. So
Ooh.
not an option.
Yeah.
So I said,
Stuck in the burrow.
let's do it. Let's have your Hobbit birthday this year. So this past Saturday, we did all day. Invited a bunch of her friends, had the house bumping, started at 9 a.m. and went on until 7, 8-ish. And we watched the animated Hobbit movie,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
the extended Fellowship of the Rings,
Oh boy.
and then the
Nice.
regular Two Towers and the regular Return of the King.
Why
It's
would
been
you want to
so
not watch the
long.
good versions of both those movies?
Because in her opinion, it just is some extra added action scenes and not a lot of
Yeah.
extra like story included into it.
I'm going to
She-
be nice right now, but I am livid inside. I am raging right now.
Is there like actual storylines that are like
It's
cut
been
that are
so
in those?
long.
Mhm.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
done the rewatch,
Yep.
and I think Jordan's never seen it, right?
Yeah, no.
I'll give you the
Jordan's
two.
seen
Never
any
Towers.
of
seen any of.
I'll give
that
you
was
2
one of the
towers.
watch parties, wasn't it? That we were gonna go through the Lord of the Rings.
Yes,
Look at
that
him,
was
he is so hot. He is so hot right now. He cannot stop moving.
I'll give you Lord of the Rings, but Return of the King, I will not forgive. Yes, Beck, we know. We know. Okay.
You're not special.
Take it down a bit.
Wait, so
All right.
are we doing this? I would like to
I
restart.
mean, honestly, around now would probably be a prime time for me to watch them, just because I'm very into Baldur's Gate. So I'm
They're
in the
all on
fantasy
HBO.
mindset.
do it. I just
They're
gotta
all
see
on-
where they are.
What'd you think of the animated movie? Because
I've seen it. I remember seeing it as a kid.
you should watch the Return of the King one. The song will
Those
get
I've
in your
never
head
seen.
forever.
Those I've never seen.
Forever.
Yeah, I've only ever seen the Hobbit Bakshi interpretation.
You
Which,
should get
like-
really drunk and watch the Lord of the Rings one because it will
Let's do
blow
this.
your mind. You're like, this was a thing they allowed to happen.
This sounds
I
fun.
mean, really, you should be high or in some kind of inebriated
I'm there.
Down.
I'll meet
fashion.
you
Yeah,
there.
because Bakshi
Let's
art
go.
is
Oh,
art to observe.
it's something.
It's something. I
Been
did
so long.
like it's been so long since I saw the animated Hobbit. I'd forgotten like a lot of things, just remembering like key still frames and stuff like that. It really just zooms.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like I've seen the Peter Jackson Hobbit trilogy, and then to be like, oh, all of that is squeezed into 90 minutes. And yes, it is very much just like skipping parts that
It's like the
if it was made today, people
what's
would be
the-
like, go ahead,
what's those yellow books you get?
Cliff
For-
Notes.
It's like the Cliff Notes version of the Hobbit.
Mm.
Sorry, not to cut you off. I just really wanted to get that out.
Very much, it's like scene, and then scene ends, and then they're in a new place, and you're
Yeah.
like, well,
Mm.
I guess I know that they're traveling, so everything between that scene and this scene is just they went to a new place.
Yeah.
Don't ask about the distance. Don't ask about the time it took. They were there. Now they're here.
Yeah.
And that's how you keep it to 90 minutes also.
Yeah, I mean, Elrond's in like 2 scenes, and in the movie, he's there for 4 hours. Yeah, it's just a thing.
Yeah. But what I did very much more involved is I made 6 courses throughout the day that we timed and
How much
and
pasta?
spread out. No pasta. No, it was. I mean, it's pretty much her menu. A lot of simple things. Oh shit, the list is downstairs.
What'd you
wait, no, I
say?
have the list on my
Chicken
phone.
bean.
I heard that.
Stupid hobbitses.
Well, Anthony's
Do
doing
you
that.
win? Does Anthony win every year?
I always end up like coming back around.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I won. I think I won one of the years. I know that.
Lord of the Beans over here, Beck
Yeah.
says.
Couldn't you technically do a Lord of the Rings party in Baldur's Gate? Because what you'd have a
What would-
dwarf fighter, you'd have a elf
You.
ranger,
Ranger.
you would have
Oh,
half-
oh.
oh no,
Rotten egg? Rotten egg?
I
It
think it's
looks
rotten
like
egg.
rotten
It looks like
egg.
rotten egg.
Yeah.
Halfling rogue,
Yeah, I guess that would work.
and
I mean,
then
they
Yeah.
were rogue. They were rogue-esh.
yeah,
Oh man.
The burglar.
Yeah.
and then
Hobo
All
was
these
burglar.
movies.
He's got a burgle.
scattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then what would Aragorn be?
Fighter.
Okay,
Human
Ranger.
fighter.
Ranger.
I mean, they do.
They
Call
call
him
him a ranger.
Yeah, he's called a ranger,
Oh,
but he don't. eh.
He don't have like D&D magic like rangers do.
But he is a
tracks.
magical creature, though, because he's half something that can make him live like
Don't-
a long
don't-
time.
Your Samarillion nonsense into this.
Bring it up in the movie. Oh, in Two Towers, where it was probably cut out. So never mind. I'm so sorry.
Oh, darn. Okay.
Man. I gotta see if she's even if she's in the chat watching you disparage her
Look,
choices.
everyone has their own opinion. My opinion is you watch all of it. If anyone doesn't want to watch all of it, that's fine.
Listen,
I just
it's
think you're
already-
missing stuff.
it's already like 11 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know
With
what you're
how
getting
we
Looking
into.
at the movies, they're a bit long. I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be a day.
Yes, Jordan down in front, LORC podcast.
One, Leland, I am still down to do the watch party of all the extended editions. I would like to do
Good.
that just
Is that
because
what
I
we're
get
doing?
the full the full 18 hours or whatever it is. Two, your girlfriend watches the show?
Yes, she has popped in and hung out and watched the show.
Why do you think he's so nice now?
Maybe because I have love in my heart now. Maybe there's someone out there who cares about my well-being without
Yeah.
being trashy.
You know what? The three of us do more. We have for years. You didn't care about that love. You actually said, I know I'm part of community, but I don't really feel it. It's
I'm so glad I stopped all 5 of those thoughts from coming out.
All right. So for first breakfast,
I think she should watch. She can learn about your friends.
yeah, she has.
And she's never come around. That tells us a lot.
You've met her.
Yet.
I have met her.
I haven't met her
Yeah.
yet.
And she was very, very nice.
Yes. All right. First breakfast. Bought some apple turnovers. Made some Beyond sausages, coffee, and tea. Every
Huh,
meal
like it.
is
Love
relatively
it.
small and snackish. Yes, Leland.
Why Beyond?
Because she's a pescatarian.
They don't believe in Jesus? I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I know what it is.
That's wrong on 2 accounts.
Oh.
Nothing about what you said was accurate.
But
Every
that's what's
time
funny about it.
Every time Matt says it, I go, "You still don't believe in Jesus?" Because he's also
Episcopalian,
whatever he is.
but it sounds close to pescatarian, so it's fun
Yes.
to confuse the two.
That's the one where they don't eat seafood?
No,
No,
they
only
do
eat
only
seafood.
exclusively.
They don't
eat
eat
seafood.
land animals.
Got
They
it.
actually Matt told me once that if he was, his doctor told him if he was to actually eat a piece of meat, it would probably kill him because he's never had one.
Oh.
Like since birth, he's been fish only.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, carry
That's a
on.
lot
So
of
you had
protein.
fake sausages with apple turnovers. Check.
Yes. Second breakfast, made a bowl of scrambled eggs, some toast, marmalade, fruit, and more tea. Yes, Steph?
You prepared all of this?
Yes, I made all of these. I
That's
spent
so
most of the day.
cool.
I spent most of the day in the
Really happy
kitchen.
for you.
And you
I
didn't
think
make any
that's-
pasta. I'm proud of you.
I think this is
I
real,
didn't make
this
the
is real
menu.
cool.
I'm just
This is real
saying.
awesome to hear.
You, look,
Also,
we,
racist?
Can we have
you
an
said,
LoRC breakfast
you
where
said several
Anthony cooks
times,
everything
I
for
only
us?
know how to cook Italian food. Like,
it's
and
true.
then when we've discussed your cooking, you go, I don't cook.
This dude,
So
We
we
this
have
dude
this
went from
mystery.
eating lukewarm beans in his room from the can.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
even lukewarm, room
Yeah, not even-
temperature.
room temperature.
Lukewarm insinuates slightly warmer than the
What was it?
atmosphere.
And only eating Cliff Bars as a
Yeah, I mean,
meal.
Anthony, please tell me you still don't have a jar of jelly next to your bed. Like you've given that up.
Anthony eats like that one dude that Dennis the Menace was hanging out
No.
with in the movie.
I never watched those.
We have an LORC dinner, and then Anthony cooks for us.
I
That's
will
a
cook
90s
it.
kids
dinner.
joke.
I don't care to cook for myself. It feels
KY
unnecessary.
jelly.
Too much work. Oh, does that count?
What?
I wasn't.
Wait, what?
What'd you
So,
say?
no, I was talking about the jelly.
Oh,
Uh,
Oh.
so,
KY jelly.
No.
but I am completely capable of cooking. I am not a fantastic cook, but I am a very capable cook. I just don't cook for myself. And I
we
don't
got
care
the
enough
bear
to.
over here, guys. Look at this guy over here.
Oh, is
All
that
right. So
Yeah.
what was lunch?
all right? So, luncheon. I put together some tea sandwiches, cut the crusts off,
Oh.
cut them into triangles,
With
little
the
egg salad.
cucumbers?
Egg salad.
Oh, that's good too.
Oh,
More fruit.
Cucumber sandwiches are good though.
And she looked up this she was trying to find like a recipe she liked. Apparently, Leland, hopefully you'll be able to figure this out. but Miravor or Miruvor? Miruvor?
Type it out in chat.
Yeah,
I'm not even sure if I
know it.
typed it out right or if I
Well-
spelled it right.
Well, what was it?
It's some kind of drink.
All right.
So there's some kind of like, I don't know, elven drink or someone's got some kind of drink that sounds something like that. I spelled it phonetically for my notes.
Sure.
And she found this there's recipe that she likes. She's partial to gin. And
Nice.
I now have a recipe for an incredibly
Oh.
alcoholic beverage that tastes like it has zero alcohol at all.
Good. I
Oh.
expect some delivered.
Now it's not yet. Next time we're together, as long as I've got a stove, I can make it happen.
I have one of those because I'm
Oh,
an
it's
adult.
very-
Yes, Steph?
Crystal
So it's a
Pepsi.
it's a mead.
Is it supposed to be a mead?
It's a well. This one says you
Oh,
use
maybe.
mead, but it's very citrusy. Like what it's
Yes, it
the
is.
ingredients is lemon peel, orange peels, cinnamon stick, dried rosebuds for tea, honey, and edible flowers. Like it's very floral.
There's a lot of different ones. This is the one that I
Okay.
made.
All right.
It is 1/3 gin,
Oh, okay.
1/3 elderflower liqueur,
Okay.
Oh.
Very flowery.
and then pretty much 1/3 honey syrup that you have to make.
Is that water and honey?
Yeah, boil water
Yeah,
and
boil
then
water.
pour in equal parts honey.
That's what my
and then
dad
Like
does.
simple
To,
syrup.
that's just what he makes for the hummingbirds.
It's like simple syrup,
Oh.
but it is specifically honey.
Yeah.
And then you add a bunch of lemon juice, which is not easy to get in bulk. Most of like those little honey squeezers, not enough. You need a lot of lemon juice.
Wait, you said honey and then you said lemon juice.
Yes.
You said two different things in the one sentence.
Yes,
Is that
both.
right?
He needs both honey and lemon juice.
Oh,
Also, go to an
yeah,
Asian
okay.
market.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Literally
it's
have bottles of lemon juice. Like,
Yeah, pure
it's-
lemon juice.
fantastic. I made a big craft of it. Because then you just shake it up with some ice, splash a little club soda in it.
Oh yeah.
It's very citrusy and sweet, but has kind of a floral follow-up behind that.
I love that.
And it'll get you drunk.
but how many of them do you have to drink before you're gone?
Depends on how much you ate. I
Mm.
mean, I had a little glass on an empty stomach.
Oh.
And I did not get
Nice.
buzzed, but I could definitely start to feel like, oh, this will hit quickly if you are not prepared. Because
Good.
again,
Yeah.
it is 2/3 alcohol,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but tastes so good.
So what was
Sounds fun.
second lunch?
So afternoon tea, we had our
Aw.
lembas cupcakes, which were honey cornbread muffins with more honey.
Oh yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
That sounds
yes.
delicious.
Love a honey cornbread.
Continued with more tea because it's tea time.
Mhm.
And for dinner, we busted out a nice little semi charcuterie setup. Made some French bread, put some brie wheels out, some more
Oh.
fruit, and we opened up the wine. And
Me too, Scott.
and then the most complicated thing was for supper,
Oh,
where
what's up?
essentially baked potatoes, split in half potato wedge style, scoop
Ooh.
those
Okay.
out, then poured in like a shepherd's pie gravy. So mushroom gravy with peas and carrots and some grill or some ground
I like veggies.
ground beyond beef.
Yeah.
Put that inside of the wedge that is now
Yeah.
hollowed out.
Potatoes.
Then
yeah.
throw the potatoes, little semi-mashed, back on top. Throw some cheese on that. Back into the oven.
That's
And
twice
then-
baked potato with stuff in it.
More or less, like a
Yeah.
stuffed
Yeah, yeah.
twice baked potato.
Yeah.
I like that.
Um,
That sounds good.
never really baked many potatoes in my life.
Oh. Did you
That
burn 'em?
was I didn't burn them, but I
Did
didn't
it just
flip
take a
'em,
long time to cook?
and I didn't poke holes in them, which are things
Ooh.
that people
Ooh.
were
Oh,
like,
you gotta
"Oh,
do
you idiot!"
that.
You have to
Yeah.
poke the
Yeah.
hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when you boil them, like you need to be able to puncture.
My dad has
To go
specific
fix the-
nails that are lightweight
Oh.
nails just for baking potatoes. You put the nail
Oh,
in
I've
both
heard of that.
sides
I've heard
and
of
it
doing
cooks
that.
Oh.
inside. Yeah, yeah. My family
Yeah.
took baking potatoes very seriously.
I love
Yeah.
that.
I didn't know that till older in life where I was like, oh, we really cared about potatoes. Like, all right, cool.
Look, potatoes are great.
Yeah,
I
no,
love
I get it.
potatoes.
Yeah.
I like all kinds of potatoes.
My expression, Jordan, was that I hate peas.
Yes. I
Yeah.
understand
Oh, I like
that,
vegetables.
but
I like peas.
it's like, yeah, it's funny.
Carrots are fine. I just hate
Yeah.
peas.
Yeah.
Jordan, you have the floor.
Yeah. I would like every party of mine to be this, just watching a movie for the entire day and people just giving me food. That's what I just want.
Every
Sounds
hour and a
like
half.
Do it.
That's
Every
that,
hour and a half, I
that is
came
it.
out and added more to the table.
that is the dream. Drinks constantly flowing, other things constantly sucking and blowing. Don't know why I phrased it that way.
Yeah.
But food,
I mean, I do
entertainment,
love-
that's the kind of party. That's the kind of party I would like
Love, when
to
do you turn
have
35?
in
2 years?
2 years. Not this year,
1
next year.
year.
Well,
1
maybe
year.
come to visit
I
you
take that
in
back. Sorry, 1
2
year.
years.
In
and do a thing.
2025, I
Yeah.
turn 35.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that feels like a
I
milestone.
also
5
turned
birthday.
35.
Yeah.
No, that's not
what do you-
right.
2025. No, wait.
24.
2024.
2024.
Yes, in
So
2024, I
next
turned
year.
25.
How high is you?
No, I'm bad at math. It's the problem.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not good. I'm not good either.
How am I getting their
sounds fun.
birthdays right?
Because you're
What's
good
your
at
birthday?
math.
All right.
You have +1 to intelligence.
Yes, duh. Anthony's seen me do math. Ooh.
I just creeped in
not
enough to
good.
get that +1. But overall,
That sounds real fun.
That sounds nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
it sounds really cool.
It was something that she always wanted, and as soon as like she explained what it was, I'm like, this is completely within like my power to make happen. Like it's
Sure.
essentially just prep a lot of foods. Like there's only a
Yeah,
couple things in there I'm even actually cooking to any real degree. And it was something like I'm like, heck yeah, I want to do this for you. Let's make a themed Hobbit birthday. Like
I love that.
we
Yeah.
decorated a little bit, got a little woodsy vibe to it. I bought her a plastic sting sword from Party City.
Oh my
Awesome.
god, this is so cute.
Do
Yeah.
you dress
Love
up
this.
like a hobbit?
I did put on some Ren Fair gear, if that counts.
Oh, I that's.
And he took off his socks because he has naturally furry feet.
I do,
exactly.
yeah. I was barefoot all day.
Yeah.
Which was unfortunate when my first martini shaker broke and spilled the drink all over the floor, which was then slightly sticky for the rest of the day.
You could have cleaned the floor.
I did clean it.
You didn't
I
clean
just
it
didn't-
enough.
Doesn't
didn't
sound
clean
like it.
I didn't
Coming in, you didn't clean it enough.
I didn't
clean
I didn't
it
drag
enough.
up the mop and bucket.
There's like the quick clean, and then there's the thorough clean.
So
I
to
did
me,
a
it
quick
sounds like
People
you
shortcut.
didn't clean it.
Not enough.
Example, like something
got a
spills on the
You
counter.
just dried it.
Ew, slightly sticky is my third favorite.
I just-
surfer.
I honestly believe if it was the same
It's,
scenario for
it's my
everyone
fourth favorite Ernest movie.
around, everyone would do something different. Like, you have your own assumption of what you think is clean. So like, let's say
know it was
something
clean
spilled,
enough.
and like, what if
Okay.
we were all in our own little scenario? Something like, I don't know, ketchup spills all over the counter, and then it just shows how each of us would clean it. You know how wild that would be?
You're just describing a Taskmaster task.
Yes.
I mean, like, okay, out of the four of us, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, Anthony, you would just take a paper towel and call it a day until you could do it another day.
Is that what you think happened?
No, I'm talking if you with her scenario. If
Oh.
you spilled ketchup on the counter or say kitchen table and you were in the middle of a party, would you get out the cleaning solution right then and there, or would you paper towel it, make sure it looks okay, carry on with the
Yeah.
party?
Paper towel, follow up with a Clorox wipe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Good
Yeah,
job.
that's the move right there.
That,
Quick and-
that feels like
Exactly.
that's enough.
Quick and simple.
That's
Jeff?
exactly what I would do. Yeah,
Probably,
no, that's exactly what I would
probably
do.
second paper towel to dry the Clorox.
To dry the Clorox wipe. Yeah,
Yeah.
No.
because that also happens.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry.
you can also
What
let that dry.
what more needs to be done? It's
I-
disinfected and it's clean.
No,
I, would-
because
I
the
don't
sticky
I don't think
residue
those
that
things are as
Clorox
clean
gives
as you
off
could if you didn't spray
sometimes.
it. Knowing me, I would take the Clorox wipe and still spray it and then use it.
Oh,
Leland
I
has
have a
burned his
problem.
fingerprints off in bleach.
I ever tell you the story where I put my hands in bleach and didn't know it was bleach?
No.
wait, what?
My
At least
mom,
never on the podcast.
I came home one day. This is like senior year of high school, and my mom had like something. The end of the story is she was washing something in the sink with bleach, but she had already taken that item out and
Oh.
forgot to drain whatever was in the sink. So I
Okay.
just assumed she was doing something. So I just used the water to clean. And then later, like 2 days later, she was like, "Why are your hands like all burned? Like they were all burned."
Oh, yeah.
And she
it's
was
the
like,
bleach.
she goes, "Did you put your hands
Concentrated.
in that water the other day?" I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh no."
It burned my fingernails.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was the day Leland discovered his mom was a hit woman and was watching a bloody
It
sheet.
was live.
No. Look, we were all told she died of cancer. No, she was taken out. Like it was a hit. It was very Sopranos. Because we're kind of Italian, so that's how I went with that. When Steph started to ask the question about what would you do if spilling ketchup, I thought her question was going to be, what movie would you want to watch and what menu would you
Oh,
want
yeah.
prepared? That's what I thought she was going to ask.
That was the conversation at the end of the night. It was like, okay,
Sure.
what's the next thing we do this for?
Well, what
Yeah.
would you want to do a whole day, Anthony? Or will you just do like a couple movies with just a meal? Or do you want to do the whole thing? Because I personally can't think of anything that I would want to sit down and watch all day.
The
at this
conversation was looking at least 3 or more movie series to fill up an estimated close to amount of daytime,
Okay.
and how you could curate a menu around that.
Sure.
I know what I would do.
What would
In
you
my
do?
head, this did not go the right way.
So I would start off with a double feature of Knives Out and Glass Onion, and then I'd also go with the trilogy of Orient Express, Death on the Nile, Haunting in Venice.
See, Jordan's on my wavelength here. I was like, how do I
yeah.
work Clue into an all-day thing?
Yes.
It's like,
And then
do we
the
just
menu.
Do we just? That's not the same.
No, the menu for the food for the day.
Yeah, I thought about that too. I was like, wait, hold
like,
on. No, I don't
He's not
want
a
that.
murder mystery. We know who the bad guy is from the start.
But yeah, so you have courses based around the different movies, probably the locations.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you right now, if I watch Clue, I do not want a chilled monkey brain. So we'll work around it. You know
I
what
think
mean?
I've still discussed that I haven't watched it beginning to end.
Steph, you haven't watched a lot of movies from beginning to end, so this is not a surprise.
Yeah, but like,
Get too high, fall asleep.
I haven't.
Hey, and you know
we
what?
haven't even started it.
Hold on, and that's tea, not shade. I'm just saying.
You get too high, show up in the middle.
No, I don't think I've seen it. I haven't been around
Let's
for.
Have a watch party of Clue.
You
Yeah,
get
let's
too
start with
high,
that.
miss it completely.
Scott says
No.
peanut specials all day. I would probably lose
I
my
love
interest in Charlie or
20
Snoopy
minutes.
Come Home. It's like,
20 minutes in.
Oh, I took that another way. I took it as literal peanuts, and I was like, I
Yeah,
really
no, that's
like
all
honey
you eat all day.
roasted. So if we have honey roasted peanuts,
Honey
I
roasted,
like those.
Yeah.
Cajun, salted,
that's good.
unsalted.
some
Salted.
cashews.
Ooh,
No.
I like cashew.
Peanuts.
You don't like cashews?
I love
Oh, well, yes,
cashews.
it's a peanuts
Cashews are
party.
great, but it's all peanuts. No other nuts allowed.
I would do like a Universal Monster marathon and watch all my favorite Universal monsters and try to work a menu around that.
That would
That'd be
be
fun.
cool. Yeah.
Or something
Mhm.
tropical. But there's not a lot of tropical movies I think I want to sit through that long of a time.
Okay.
Yes, Steph.
I've never watched a Universal movie, a Universal monster
Monster
movie,
movie.
beginning to end, ever.
False. Did you watch The Mummy?
That counts?
The Brendan Fraser one or the original?
The Brendan Fraser one.
I mean, it counts that it's a Universal movie called The Mummy, so I'll allow it, but it's not a Universal
Returns.
monster movie.
With a Nox on the moon. That
Yep.
one.
Oh, a Knocks on the Moon. Patricia? Oh my god, she's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Especially in part 2 when he's like, who touched you? It's
I would like to. I mean,
even like I get that woman showed up on screen. Even as a kid, I was like, all right.
John
I get
Wick
it.
was mentioned as like a good one to
Oh, that would
do.
be
Yeah.
real fun.
Yeah.
And then you would cater the menu around the locations they go to.
yep.
There you
yeah.
go.
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Which
that.
is good.
That's awesome.
Which is good. I took a lot of heat then. I'll take a lot of heat now. I
You're
don't
not a
know
huge
if I
fan.
really want to watch all of them non-stop in a row.
No, it's too much of the same thing repetitively.
That was
I'm
my
with you.
opinion.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
mind. I don't have this problem.
I mean,
Zero
the same
problems.
the same could be said for Jordan's trilogy. It's just a lot of white people standing around making accusations until they guess right.
Making accusations towards the
surrounded-
minorities, and the minorities being like, dude, it wasn't us.
And it never is.
And it never is.
It never is. You're right. It's just like, an MCU day would be good. Just do the Avengers movies.
Yeah. I would do that.
Which ones though?
No, you do the core 4 that they sell in the box set: Avengers 1, 2, Endgame, and the other.
Infinity
Oh.
War, Endgame, yeah.
What
that's-
menu?
Oh.
What menu do you
Swarm
do?
up for the first movie.
Yes.
Solid.
You know, second
Two.
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
They spend a lot of time in that weird Eastern
Sokovia.
European country. So, Borst,
Get some
Boiled
Not,
potato?
not Eastern Europe, but
Yeah.
No.
it doesn't exist. It's gonna be anywhere we want it to be. It doesn't
I
exist.
like that one. That sounds fun. Infinity cone.
it's just an ice cream sundae bar.
Yeah.
Like the ice cream sundae with like the different colored M&Ms as the things. The infinities.
Ooh, Jet says in Infinity War, you make a full feast, but you only eat half. That's just me.
Or what if it's all like based off of desserts, like Age of Macarons?
Solid. Solid. But to me though, there's a difference. There is just kind of making it work via puns.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
then
love
there is
this.
something that feels a little more of the nature of what you're doing.
You know what I would do? It would be fun.
There's two ways
You
to go
do-
about it.
You do about 4 Tim Burton movies, and each movie you bring out more of a, not necessarily anything from the movie itself, but all like Tim Burton inspired
Inspired, yeah.
foods.
Mm,
Which
yes.
I just got a cookbook today.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's why my memory's thinking.
I've got that Necronomicon.
Yeah.
I could always dig back into.
I got the
The other
Necronomicon.
day-
Nightmare Before Christmas cookbook today. So
Oh,
Ooh.
Scott makes fun of me. I collect these cookbooks and I never cook anything out of them.
okay,
But I have
that's
them in case I wanna.
that's what would happen to me in the book that I saw that I really wanted. It was on Amazon the other day. It's
The Bible.
no. It's
So we eat snake and
it's the
apples.
Super Mario cookbook
What?
where it just had a bunch of little things. It
It's all
looked real fun.
mushroom-based.
Yeah, it's all mushroom based. Terrible.
Mushroom-based
is
protein can be
not.
pretty good though.
But then you get to the dinosaur steaks, and you're like, wait a second.
No, I forgot what. One of them was like literally actually, well, I mean, I like hard-boiled eggs, but like I think it was hard-boiled eggs, but like kind of what devil style, but the
Deviled
outer
eggs.
part
They're
was
called
the
deviled
Horns,
eggs.
yeah.
yeah, okay, the deviled eggs, but like the outside of the egg part had like little dabs of green, so they looked like Yoshi eggs, and I thought that
Beck,
was
that's
fun.
Jordan's second favorite stripper.
Princess Peach Cobbler. Oh,
Bond marathon, martinis
Actually,
all day.
I mean,
and you go to eat country food, just like Anthony was saying with the John Wick thing.
I
They
literally
go to
have the
all
Daniel
sorts of
Craig
country.
saga of
Yeah.
James Bond movies.
that sounds
Oh,
fun.
I would want to do one from each
Another
each
one I could
Bond.
not do several movies in a row.
Well, they're all 9 hours long, so just 2 of them will cover.
And I love it.
Oh yeah.
I still never rewatched No Time to Die.
Or you just do like Halloween. Do 3 or 4 Halloween movies that actually take place on Halloween. You just do a bunch of Halloween inspired food.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
It's
possibilities
endless.
out there.
It's an endless, and it sounds like a wonderful afternoon.
It
for
does.
a
That
party.
sounds
It was.
super cool.
It was
Yeah.
it was a bunch of fun. A bunch of our friends were there for most of the day. There weren't really anyone who popped in briefly. Everyone was at
Scott.
least a movie or more deep.
Michael
in
Myers
their total
pies.
game time.
I want to preference. I said Halloween as in themed, not the Halloween saga, because that's a sad saga.
And it's so long.
I had something interesting happen at the mini Target today that I thought was worth mentioning.
At the market?
Ooh.
Um,
Strange things are afoot at the mini Target.
I've had a very interesting afternoon. I woke up at 6 and everything was bad at 6, and it just kept getting worse. It was one of those days where I kept dropping everything, and then I lost at every game I was playing today. I did not make my egg correctly. Things just kept like getting progressively worse, and at one point it was
Did
like,
you check your horoscope?
no, I did not. And then at like 8:30, I was like, I should probably just go back to bed. This doesn't seem to be working well. And then I had to go to the gym. But anyway, so I stopped by the mini Target on the way home, grabbed some stuff. I'm like, cool. There's this guy with a bike in the store, and he's
Okay.
everywhere I want to be. Like,
Was
I
it a
will
pixie?
turn around. I was like, he's there, and I'm like, that's
The penny
fine.
farthing.
I'm
But
like,
is he
I
like
will.
blocking
He's
the
riding
way?
it?
He's
Or you have
blocking
to-
the path. He's got a
Okay.
full like mountain bike 10 speeder, and he's wearing the whole gear.
It has a perpendicular in every aisle.
Yeah, it was wild to me. So like I kept walking around extra aisles to get around him. So I was like, great. So I just moved past him, like he's fine. He has a right to be in his bike. So I get up, I'm walking toward the register, and another individual with a bike comes in, and I don't really pay attention to him. I know he's talking.
They got to be
no
friends,
one.
right?
They're not friends.
Rivaled.
So I go up to the self
Like a gang.
checkout counter. I'm tagging my stuff, and second bike man comes up. The one that's talking to himself comes up to young Ethan, the boy behind the counter who's like 12, who clearly doesn't have the customer service experience to maneuver through the customer just wants to talk to you, and you have a line, and he doesn't know how to like,
go.
sir, you gotta go. Like, I got a line, I'm working. So
Yeah.
I'm scanning my things, I'm doing my thing, and I turn around to see this individual who was probably, I don't know, 5'4", like just a very short gentleman with a large bike, dressed head to toe, full World War II uniform, with a metal helmet. Did not
What a
notice
twist.
that when he walked in. I was like, oh, you.
He was on a penny
voluntarily-
farthing.
I was like, no, he's just a regular bike. Dude, no one's on a penny farthing. I know you want
They
it to
should
be
be, though.
so, but he's not. So I was like,
Never a penny farthing.
I was like, this happened. So I turned back around, and the register wants an ID check. I'm not buying alcohol. I'm buying shrimp. So I turned to Ethan, who is not knowing how to get rid of this gentleman. And I'm just kind of like trying to flag him down. A minute, 2 minutes go by. An old gentleman comes walking up behind World War II guy. And they start
Slits
talking.
his throat, walks away.
Oh, it was so amazing. So they start talking
Gives him with
about
his bayonet.
they start talking about old people things. So I flagged down young Ethan. I was like, "Oi!"
Polio.
I was like, I apparently I need an ID. He goes, "Let me help this gentleman. I'll be right back, sir." The old man that walks up, the new cast of the characters goes, "That's okay, son." This is a quote, by the way. "I have all the time today." Anthony, I'm going to wait for you to stop drinking.
Oh.
because I don't know how you might react to this. You may not, but I just don't. I would feel bad if you spit all over. He goes, I have all the time in the world today. I had an oozy boil lanced off my butt yesterday. I am in pain. I'm just going to stand here for a bit.
So
What does
dude
that
is just
mean?
super high
I
and
was
just
like, what?
filter is gone today.
I don't think he was high. I think he's just an old man who has no F's to give. So I was like, great. So Ethan comes over and I go, I'm being scanned because of shrimp. He goes, yep. Doesn't tell me why, beeps and leaves. I was like, are tons of teenagers getting high on shrimp? Is there a chemical that I don't know of in shrimp that makes the meth? I don't know.
He found out.
So I buy my stuff.
Now we
I'm
got to change the
leaving.
recipe.
I notice young Ethan goes back over and has to listen to these two old men try to out old man each other with ailments. And I was like, nah, this is on you. You need to learn to maneuver this. You're going to
Also,
work in customer
We
service.
all were there at some point.
Yeah.
You guys should drink too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on
I
it.
did.
Okay.
Also, young Ethan has what's the guy's name from Stranger Things with the hair that everybody likes?
Oh.
Steve. He has Steve hair.
Mm.
And he's like young and has Steve hair and blue eyes. And I was like,
Was it
are-
Steve?
No, he still has an acting job. But I was like,
They're all on strike.
not anymore. It's like-
Steph?
Anyway, World
Yeah.
War II guy.
I
Cool.
thought you were about to say something, Steph.
Yeah.
Oh, Steph
When?
was. What were you going to say, Steph?
Steph
I don't-
ummed like she was about to start a new
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
No.
and we stopped
Yes,
to
you
listen
did.
to her.
No, I just
You
said
did.
like
Steph, how was
there was
your
nothing
day?
else to follow that. It was good. It was
Now
chill.
follow that.
No
We've,
drama today.
No. We've been doing I don't know, one of the coworkers started bringing in puzzles that we like jigsaw puzzles. And it's just like on this counter at work and like I don't know, I
Ain't
guess
y'all
it's like a
jobs to do?
team build.
She
Huh?
is now obsessed with puzzles.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really? Don't become one of those people.
No, I like it more as a social thing versus
I got
like just
I got a
doing
500
it, but
piece puzzle of a Hobbit door.
I'll try it. But I did just buy a
Join me and my
puzzle. I
girlfriend.
got a sunset. Me and my roommates are gonna try to do it, and then after I'll like bring it to work so they can attempt that too. But yeah, no, we've been doing puzzles, and I've just been standing and just putting in puzzles, and it's been real fun.
Puzzles are they're a little interesting because they do suck people in. If you can just get them past the
Yeah.
threshold of like sitting down, and if they can get like 2-3 minutes of your attention, you do kind of get like, well, this is now the most important thing going on at this immediate time. My dad had one at a party. I think I want to say it was like maybe a year ago or so. And it was a photo that my sister had turned into like a 200 piece puzzle or something. And
gosh.
he had it out at I don't know if it was Hanukkah or some random party thing he had
Yeah.
going on. But I sat down. I'm like, I'll do like a little piece. He's trying to get everyone like, come on, get a little
just
piece
add
in.
a little,
just
yeah.
make one connection. Just try a little bit. And and then like 40 minutes later, I'm like, I can't find his face.
Oh,
face is around here
you're looking for one
somewhere.
specific thing, and you keep looking at each little piece for it.
I'll get real
That's what
hung
I
up
do.
on like, this is my section.
Yeah.
I need to complete
Oh
this
yeah,
section.
yeah. Like I said,
That's fair.
it's been real fascinating, like watching people, because it's like I don't know. Sometimes I'll get lucky and I'll know what I'm looking for, and I just put it in. Like I'll just walk over, find something, go, "Dit," and then someone who's been sitting there just staring at it for the longest time, trying to find a piece, is like, "What the heck? How'd you do
They're
this?"
too deep into
They're
it.
too close.
Yeah, they can't see
I-
the forest from the trees.
But like
I-
I've witnessed people getting really excited, like just getting one piece, like accomplishment for the day was like, I got this
Boom,
one
walk
puzzle
off.
piece, I feel good. And I'm just like, oh, that's really nice. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's just been like a weird like team building thing, which is kind of nice to do. Because it's like, oh, Steph found that piece you were looking for yesterday, and it's just like, oh, and then
I mean,
we all
pay
just get
everyone a living
excited for
wage. It'll
everyone.
also help morale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's fun. We've done two puzzles so far, a 500 and a 750 one.
you know what? Honestly, I hate puzzles.
Hate?
I hate them. I hate them.
Capital H?
Hate with a passion.
Why?
But like escape
I
room
find them
puzzles,
boring. I have no desire to see what the
or
picture
just
is. I
jigsaw
just don't
puzzles.
care.
You mean?
Just
Jigsaw puzzles?
I just hate
No,
it.
That's
an
fair.
escape room has a theme, and Leland loves a
Yes,
theme.
loves a theme.
I love
Um,
themes.
No, I've never been a fan of jigsaw puzzles. My grandmother would do them all the time. This is probably why I hate them a lot, because she would force them upon me after she made them, and I'd be
Oh.
like, "What am I supposed to do with this?" And
Learn
then,
patience.
yeah, and then the verbal abuse would begin. So, like, great,
Oh,
it's
God.
fantastic. Yeah, I hate a
Oh.
puzzle. Like people who, during the pandemic, people were like, "I love jigsaw puzzles." I'm like, I don't care.
You
I
either
also
made bread or you did jigsaw
It's-
puzzles.
I made bread.
Yo,
Well, I
the
think
pandemic
I made
showed that people had
pita
no
bread.
hobbies. That's what that did.
It did. It really showed a lot of people who did not have hobbies. That is a true statement.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Like I talked to friends that'd be like, "Oh, I just didn't do anything." I'm like, "Don't you have a hobby?" They're like, "I guess I don't." I'm like, "Well, now's the time
Just watch
to
Netflix.
figure one out." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you have all the time. Sit down and commune with yourself. Like,
Find
try to
some
figure
pointless
out.
thing to dedicate your so much brain power to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
a
wild.
lot
Get
of
into
white ladies
Warcraft.
figured out a murder podcast.
Yeah.
So, like,
Oh. Yeah, those
The
are fun.
5 that didn't already, they got into them, and now it's cornered the market.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I was there before them, so I'm just like, all right, you joined up, but back off. I was there at the beginning.
Which is fun.
I was there when it was just Gacy and Bundy.
Yes.
Oof.
All right, Halloween costume check-in. It's next week. Do we have costumes at least for the first week yet?
Yes.
I don't have
Yes.
next week's, but I do have a different week's.
No, Anthony, you're supposed to be a cat. Every first episode, you're a cat. That's
But
your
I
thing.
can't do the same one.
You can.
There's
Just add
something-
to it. Give yourself a tail.
Yeah.
I've always had a tail. None of y'all have seen it.
Well, now's the time to like put it
Now-
on your shoulder.
Now's the time to bust out
Ooh,
the full-on
Be a
furry
white
suit.
Cat. That's right. Beck says
What?
be a white cat.
Oh.
Aren't all my cats white?
No, you came as black cats.
Yeah. You
I
had
mean, you
one
didn't bl-
weird cat mask once.
Did
I remember
he?
it was
Ugh.
yeah, I think he had one weird
Yeah.
one once.
Yes,
Last year
the-
I had the latex mask for the reveal
Yes, the
for my
off-putting.
actual face.
Just the
Yeah.
It had
off-putting
the
mask.
contacts.
That.
The one
I don't
where he's
remember that at all.
doing something weird, and I was like, ugh, that's the
I
yellow
remember
eyes.
you had the contacts one
Yeah, the
year that didn't
contacts.
really work well. Or you had
latex-
trouble later with them. Is that what happened?
No, they don't
Oh.
stay, we learned.
Yeah,
Ah,
they
that
don't
was-
stay
yes.
in the right.
Yeah. Apparently your contacts are constantly rotating in your eyeballs. And you never know until it's got a cat
Oh.
slit
Yeah, right.
kind of design that is, not symmetrical.
Interesting. Okay.
I have next week's good to go.
Yeah.
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 I
The rest of the
think
month, I have parts.
I know what I'm
Yeah.
doing. I just haven't bought it yet, and it's simple enough. I'm not like worried about it. I'll put the order in, and I'm good. How are you all feeling about your first costume then? You
Solid.
feel yeah, good
I don't
debut
know.
for the month.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
start.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I feel like
a solid
mine's a
start.
Yeah.
Hold on.
My last one is my problem.
Can you
Like-
elaborate at all?
Yeah,
No.
but we've never
Okay.
said the last one is your ultimate. Is
No,
it?
but that's the
No?
one I'm going
That's
all
what
out
it
for
is.
because it's kind of the last one, but also I like to start off slow and ramp up. That's kind of my shtick. My problem is being in the Halloween town capital, the Halloween store hasn't opened yet. So it's like, really?
Really? I
only
went to
open
Halloween Express
Until
already.
October, they'll
Yeah.
be 7 to 6 days a week in October, but currently they're only Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, they all open the same hours that I work. So
Oh.
I have like a 2-hour window on Friday to get in there and hope they have
What
some
you
of
want,
the things
yeah,
I require.
that you want.
Because I would like not to go to Amazon personally right now to get it because I'm not seeing what I want just yet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
um,
fair. Okay.
So if I go in
Yeah.
there, I'm like, I don't mind spending a little bit more money if I know it's like good makeup. because I can last with it. Like that.
I do have to buy some good makeup.
Like the white makeup I bought a couple years ago, I still using it, and it's still great. Because
Didn't
Oh,
you
when I
buy
got
my
it,
you
black
got some
and
real
white
trash
one.
makeup once though, didn't you?
that was the bad year. Yeah. Ever
Yeah.
since then, I've like, no, I'll now spend the money for the good makeup that I can reuse each year.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used the cheap
Yeah.
green one last year.
Oh
and
no, we remember.
it teared marks on my
You
face.
don't need to keep bringing up
It's
Steph's
just,
failures.
it was real bad. It's mistakes I never want to do
We don't
again.
need to keep reminding
That's
her
pretty
how
much
bad that
it.
one was.
Oh my God, Steph, I can't wait for you to actually
Oh.
come as said ghetto witch.
See, my problem is I kept upping the production value of one of
Yeah.
my costumes. Because I mean that
Oh, all right, Van Nuys, right on.
that
There are no spirits in Burbank. Sorry.
the Instagram reel, TikTok, whatever, did pretty well.
Yeah, you're whatever that was.
the
you came out of
Powerpuff Girls
chest.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
The Powerpuff Girls last year was real good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I just remember you came out of the chest. One
Yeah,
year, right?
the year before that it
Yeah,
came out. But
Nezuko.
yeah,
Yeah,
Was that a
Nezuko.
One Piece thing?
That was a Demon Slayer
No.
thing.
Demon Slayer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like a grudge thing.
Oh, because the hair.
You were like,
Yeah.
I always get her name right. Sayako? Is that?
Sayako.
Or am I
Nezuko.
thinking of?
Sayako from The
Sayako.
Grudge.
Well, then what's the name of the ring girl?
The ring was
Just wrote this down.
Sadako was the
Sadako?
Grudge.
Sadako.
Sadako.
Oh no,
Sadako was the Kayako.
Kayako?
Kayako. She's
Yeah.
she's the
Kayako.
ring. Yeah.
because I've only ever seen the American versions of them, and they don't give them those names. And if they do,
Samara.
I don't remember those.
Oh, yeah,
Samara.
Samara and
I forgot the other one.
the Grudge didn't have a name.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, the true monster of that movie.
Yes.
Dude,
I
I
don't think they
still
actually
have
said-
a slit of I remember I saw it one time on like Instagram. Someone had like a picture of the Grudge lady with her mouth open, and it's just a slit cut that you can like put near a window where like just one blind moves to have her face. So I put that at work, and it was bad. It's real
Because
messed
we're
up.
not going to use them. Does anyone have one costume of the last 4 years since we've been doing this that you started to make and it did not work out, and you stopped halfway through the month and were like, nah, we'll just do something else instead? Does anyone have one of those?
I think I have another one that I'm gonna bail on again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
you bail on a lot usually, if I remember. At least one.
I have grand concepts that then I have a hard time accomplishing
Fair
at
enough.
a level and a cost that I am happy with.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think this year I'm gonna have to bail on one that I wanted to do last year, struggled, but then had a better idea. That's the one that the Jersey Devil replaced last year. And I think I just think it's not gonna happen again, and it's just, it keeps coming around to a cost issue.
Yeah. Well, that's don't break your bank on this nonsense.
Sure,
Yeah.
Putting together 4 costumes, even when
Yeah,
you
that's
make
what I
one
was-
cheap, is still a lot.
I mean, realistically, we're only doing from here up.
Yeah,
Sure.
I've like
Yeah.
tried
Like,
to.
I never buy bottoms for any of these costumes.
Yeah.
I mean, other than the tail, no.
I wanted to make a box robot last year with lights, and it just did not work out. Like, you know what it really came down to?
Sex
I
robot,
couldn't
sex
figure
robot.
out. I could not figure
Sex
out how to
robot,
get
sex
the earplugs in and do the mic. It's really what it came down to, because I'm
You're not going to get it without it
use
being
a cord.
echoey.
Yeah, and that was
Yeah.
the problem. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this doesn't work out as well.
But an extension cord and then a hole in the back would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just I had the boxes. I was starting to cut, and I was just like, nah. I'm good.
Scott can confirm.
I don't know if he remembers me doing it or not, but I was like, that's why I came as the guy in the red suit, The Weekend.
The weekend.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's also because we went to the thing, and I was like, I love this. I gotta come as this.
I had a
This
lot of fun
week,
being
everything
great.
the weekend.
Yeah. It was the last time I listened to him too. Was last October.
Yeah.
Oh no, this year's Spotify is gonna be nuts.
Oh,
How so?
I mean, it's gonna have the staples on there, but I feel there's gonna be a couple randoms where people are gonna be like, "What, really?"
oh.
And now you got Doja Cat
happens.
added to it.
I will not put that on Spotify.
It's fun. I've been listening to it. Good time.
Yeah,
Look,
Steph
I
had us
like-
all watch the Devil in
Town
Red,
Red.
or Paint the
Paint
Town
the Town
Red
Red.
The Town Red.
right
music
before
video.
we started, and she started singing along,
Yeah,
which is
she's-
all well and good.
I didn't realize it's that loud.
It's
Yeah,
super
There's
loud.
some songs I
It's-
like.
You're all we can hear, and the delay makes you offbeat.
Yeah.
Oh no! I didn't know
yeah.
it was that bad. I'm so sorry.
But she was vibing.
Good time.
She was vibing.
It was a good time. Oh, great time.
Did Steph
Well-
just say the S word?
No,
It was a good time. I had a great
I
time.
thought you said that's good. Mm.
no.
Oh, it's
Steph, what-
good.
What were you singing though?
Huh?
She was
What were you
singing
singing,
Paint the
though?
Town Red.
Well, I don't know all the lyrics yet.
Oh,
Oh, I like.
yeah.
She says B word.
All right,
I
never mind.
said what I
Yeah.
said.
She got too many cussing. We can't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you were doing. Oh, okay,
Yes.
got it. Yeah, sorry.
It's just interesting when you
I'm
know
stupid.
how like. Well, the thing that's been going on with her that they're saying is just that she has a lot of haters right now.
Look.
She lost
Instigate.
a lot of followers
It comes down to this.
by making people
Oh.
upset. People got upset.
People think Twitter is the entire internet,
Yeah.
Also
and
true.
it is not.
No.
Like they were
It is
afraid of a
becoming
lot of
less
things.
and less of the internet.
I
Yeah.
think she had, what is it? She had like an Illuminati themed birthday party, and then everyone got really upset and said that she was like
Oh my God, she's in the Illuminati.
she's in the
She would not
Illuminati.
be in the Illuminati. It's
Um,
like-
there were like a bunch of people making videos about how they weren't. I don't think they were Christians or something, but I know there were people saying that she needs help and that she's
probably
messing with the wrong stuff and
That she's
like, there's all
possessed
these
by
people-
the devil, and then she's
yes.
worshiping Satan, doing satanic rituals at her birthday
Yeah.
party when it was just an Eyes Wide Shut themed birthday party.
Themed birthday party.
Ooh,
That's what it
would the
was.
menu for that be?
I don't know. Let's find out. Doja.
But-
But that's your butt.
But
That's all that's on the menu.
course after course, just eating butt.
Well, as Beck told us a few months ago, it's 2023. People eat butt now.
That's true.
But
That's
they didn't
super.
say butt.
Pork,
Yes.
chicken,
They said another word.
people.
This is the last night, and you guys aren't cussing.
No, I'm just trying to figure
That's
out what to say.
why we gotta work on these rules. We gotta up the game.
Do we?
Yes.
I also,
It's either that or just give up entirely. And I'm not here to give up.
I also totally forgot to turn on the rewards this entire month.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I had to
darn.
like change some of the things, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
only
we need
now
the bean
realize that.
button.
Yeah, that's right.
I realized that I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I mean, I could just
Leland
turn it
don't
on
wanna
right
play
now.
the game.
I
Just
don't
turn it
like
on right
the
now.
game. I don't like the game.
Why?
'Cause I don't like eating bad things.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
either.
It's funny
Fair.
when other people do.
I'm indifferent. I don't.
Mm. I've seen you pop.
What do you mean, beans?
No, pop for like laughing and like get excited and
Oh.
like pop for the like
There you
wrestling,
go.
the wrestling term pop.
There,
Starting it up.
it's all on.
There we
Well.
go.
Well-
Jordan, take a bean. Anthony, take a bean.
Jeez.
I mean, I thought maybe they'd target someone else.
Oh, there you
but-
go.
Oh well,
Oh,
for
being
everyone.
everybody is too cheap.
I think that can only be redeemed once per show, though.
Oh.
All right, I'm just gonna start lining up beans while people start cashing in.
Oh,
Since
no,
we're coming
I
here
don't know
near
what
the
they
end.
are.
There's limits on all of them, so
Too late, Scott. I already ate it.
Unless you want to save me, Scott, my bud.
You. I
It's
gotta-
not good, but it's not
oh
bad.
no, it's either vomit
Steph,
or
you're saved.
peach or Dirty Sock,
I am.
or
Yeah,
Tutti
Steph is saved
Frutti.
by one
You
bean.
sure?
Yes, Scott saved you with one bean from one bean.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
start.
Jordan, I'm telling you,
I'm
do them
taking
both
two?
at the same time and see what happens.
That's not how we play the game.
I'm just trying to save his
doing
taste
this one
buds.
first.
We're fine.
Okay, so I don't have to take mine, right? Or I'm not.
Rotten
You
eggs.
have
Do I still have
yes.
one?
No, because you only had one bean. Jordan and I had two beans.
That's
I had
vomit.
one. Oh,
Yuck.
sorry, bud. Yeah.
All right, I've got some kind of yellowy green looking speckly one with has a
Ooh.
little tumor on it. I don't know.
Oh, the tumor's extra vomit flavor.
Oh.
Oh, he doesn't look unhappy.
No, that was good.
Pear.
Butter
Alright.
It's
popcorn.
pear.
Number
It was
2.
fair.
Ah,
Pear. Okay.
hopefully it's tutti frutti.
Second one's a win-win. It's either toothpaste or it's whatever, so we're all good. God, I actually
Ooh.
want to save this.
Jordan, what was it?
That's a Dirty Sock.
Oh,
Ew.
Yeah, it's real gross when you like.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Because
save this.
I've
You
smelled
can
this
save
Dirty Sock
beans?
before.
oh,
I don't know.
gross.
I'm proposing. I would like to save this and eat it after at the end or immediately after if I get another bean here in the
Alright.
last like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're
Since
still
it's
eating
either-
it. Yeah, that's fine.
Since it might be a toothpaste, it's
Either
the-
way,
the-
it's a
the
win, like you
cleanser.
said. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a palate.
Allow it,
cleanser, which is
McCoy.
nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ugh.
I will eat it
That's
by the
fine.
end of this end of the show though.
Okay.
Um,
I don't like that one. I hate it.
I just want to talk about our costumes, but we can't.
Does anyone think they're gonna beat Steph?
No, I know.
I don't
I've
even
given
think
up
I'm
on
gonna
trying.
beat anyone.
No, you know
Still-
this, Steph. It's not like this is gonna sound like a backwards compliment, but I don't intend it to. Like
Backhanded.
you, what did I say?
Backwards.
Whatever.
I don't know. Either way, I know what you
feel-
mean.
Feel good
feel
about
like I
yourself?
know what you
Call me
mean.
out like that.
I'm just trying to help educate you. That's all.
No, I feel like I know what you mean.
I think Steph's thing is like, bye back.
Oh,
Alright,
bye,
bye, Beck.
Have a good night.
Like I don't. Steph's thing is like you don't. For example, Steph, if you were gonna be like, I'm gonna come as a witch.
Hmm.
You know, Steph would come in as a witch and call it a, you know, she'd do the hat, paint herself green, nails. We'd all go, oh yeah, Steph's a witch. But Steph's brain doesn't think like that. She
No, I
goes,
have-
I'm going to come as a treasure. So I'm going to go make this thing. So I feel Steph's costumes are more inspirational or things she thinks of in the moment and goes, that would be a great costume.
She'd be a
Boom, boom, boom.
sandwich,
Yes.
Yeah.
and by that she is a sand and witch combo.
Yes.
Not even the meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said I was a
I
social
think-
butterfly one year. That was
That's
fun.
right.
Yeah.
She
I
was a
just had
social
my
butterfly.
wings and just.
I think Anthony,
stuff.
I think Anthony, you're more like I'm gonna come as something, but not what you think. Like for example, the Jersey Devil thing.
Mhm.
On hand, Anthony came as a devil. But you came as the Jersey Devil, something specific.
Yeah,
I think me and Jordan just go like, I'm gonna come as Loki.
and then you just.
And then we
Loki.
come as Loki, but in our own way. You know, like Jordan was like, I'm gonna come as Ariel the Little Mermaid. Yep,
Yep.
done.
Out
Like-
here before Ariel was black.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
I made it happen.
Right here. We don't get the credit for
Yeah.
that. We
They
deserve.
they saw it. They saw it. They're like, guys, I got this idea.
That works. That works. Hey, let's do the same movie over again, but make her black this time.
Yeah.
You know what?
And we're-
F it. Everyone's black except Eric.
They're like, and we're not gonna hire anyone who can sing.
Why
except
did you
the
say
Little
it like
Mermaid.
that? Except
Because I found
Eric.
it to be. Because I found it to be weird.
Is he the only white person in the movie other than Ursula?
Him
Yeah.
and like his butler are the only two white people.
Well,
Oh.
Melissa McCarthy's white.
She's also a
I mean,
fish
great,
person
she's
in that
purple
movie.
in the movie, but yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I haven't watched it yet, but I
think of
did
that.
watch her performance on YouTube, and I was not happy.
Oh really?
It's not.
She
It's
can't
not-
sing. It's not her performance. She can't sing, and the song
Oh,
is a great song that she Shatnered her way through.
really?
She's
I
kinda-
think,
Not
I
that
think
bad.
I
It's
cried
not
because I
bad, but
felt
like
her sing it.
She's having a good ass time
Shelter
doing it.
sing it.
What kind of what was she having?
She has a what?
You're right. She's having a good time, and that's why I still respect that she did a great performance. I just was honestly, it should have been a drag queen and not Melissa McCarthy.
America's not
You
ready
know.
for that on the main.
No, they're not, unfortunately, and that's really the problem. All right, go for it. I'm gonna say
think I
dish
cried
soap
in the song.
laundry.
Birthday cake.
Yay!
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you go.
And you had birthday cake in celebration of me and Jordan's birthdays coming up.
Yep. It
Yeah.
was certainly that one.
Yay.
My
Look,
breath smells
it's
like dirty
it's-
sock.
Ew.
Oh, sorry.
Leland
Well,
never
no-
wants to
Good.
No.
think backwards. Only the birthday ahead.
Why would I think about the last one? It happened. You were there.
Still celebrate, like whoever has just the most a recent birthday.
Oh, okay. You want to talk about you? Okay. Well, if you wanted the birthday cake to be yours, it's fine.
referring to my girlfriend, the party we talked about earlier in the show.
Not on the
Referencing that.
podcast. Not on the podcast. So I was thinking on the podcast, not about your girl.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Taryn. I hope you had a wonderful day. You
Yeah.
have your own Hobbit to go home to.
That's me.
That's you.
I'm the Hobbit.
You're the Hobbit. Look, you've been my Frodo for over 30 years.
I've got my own sting. What?
I don't
Everyone's
get it.
shaking their. Steph is too pure for this world.
Yeah, I don't.
The sword in the Lord of the Rings, Steph, was called
I don't
Sting.
know the name of it.
I know, but his sting is his penis.
Oh, okay. It's been so long since I seen it. I think I paid $1 to watch it.
The medical term
the
for it is
base.
needled. Anyway,
Does your
Wow.
penis glow?
Only in the
Valid
presence
question.
of orc blood. Got them both.
I don't know that joke. Is it the? I don't know.
In the movie, Steph, you'll learn this when you watch it. The sting,
so
the
long.
sword, glows blue when they are around orcs.
Oh,
As
got
an
it.
early
Okay.
warning.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think you're gonna love it. I really do. You're
It's
gonna
been a
love
long
Galadriel.
time. I've seen him. It's just been a long time. I know my roommate did a watch of it, and like every now and then I'd like go downstairs wherever it was in the movie, just sit down and be like, okay, this is cool. And
I
They're
think Steph's
good,
gonna
but not
Steph's
really
gonna love the way
remember the
Galadriel
context.
talks and be like, I know what it is you saw. And she just keeps pouring water so slowly. You're like, why is the water so slow? It's like
I want to
Like
watch.
it's been a while. They're still
Yeah.
good. They're still very watchable. I'm good to go for at least another year, if not longer.
I like to revisit about every 2.
Yeah, I haven't.
But I'm crazy. I go from Hobbit to the end of Lord of the Rings. I do all 6.
Extended cut every
Yeah.
single one of them.
That's
Yeah.
fine. I would try. Is there
But
a
I have
specific
12
order I have
hours
to-
of The Hobbit.
But I've not revisited those animated features in probably 20 years because they scarred me as a child.
But I'm still going in order, right, from when they came out. Like stick with the same
No.
order.
Not
Are
if
we
you're gonna
changing it to a?
Not if you're gonna include The Hobbit. The Hobbit comes first, chronologically, in the story.
Okay.
But release wise, Lord of the Rings came first.
Correct.
It's like a Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Star Wars thing.
Wouldn't I just want to watch it how everyone else watched it?
It's up to you. You watch it any way you want.
You could, but everything in The Hobbit happens before the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, so that it's gonna be like okay.
is
Yeah.
there like a machete order for it where you watch Fellowship and Two Towers, then you watch The Hobbit?
Yeah,
one-
I did it. Hobbit animated, extended Fellowship, and then regular cut for the Two Towers and Return of the King. You got everything you need.
Yeah, no,
We
I'm
watched.
gonna do this.
Have you guys any of you ever seen May?
I looked that up after you posted it because I was like, what is this? And I read like a short description and then I was just going through and I was like, Huh.
This movie was wild.
Interesting.
This girl, she has mental issues.
Yeah.
She's kind of meek. She has a lazy eye, so she thinks of herself as very ugly, and she's not really been given a lot of positivity in her life, kind of a thing. So she falls in love with this, like, pretty much anybody. This guy specifically. Make a long story short, she wants to create the perfect friend. So she starts taking body parts of people and makes her friend.
She makes a Frankenstein.
No, it's just a body. Like, there's no Frankenstein element other than she sews people together. It's really wild. It's worth watching, but like, it's so late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the way it's filmed and shot and the music. You're like, oh, this is a little time capsule of movies just at that time period.
Okay.
It's got Anna Faris is one of her first movies. And like, I guess she's always talked like that in film. Like, that's not something she developed. It's just, she's always been like that. Hi.
Oh, with the
hi. I was just like, oh, so that's just your acting style.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I thought this was something maybe you developed over time. Nope, that's just you. Cool. You do you. Yeah, it's interesting.
I think it's something she leans into a little bit.
For sure, especially
like
in
her normal speaking voice in interviews isn't quite the same, but it's not far from.
What's that movie with her and Ryan Reynolds where she plays the crazy Britney Spears pop star ripoff? Just Friends? Yeah, he was fat in high school and he comes back and he's in love with Amy Smart, but he's like a record executive and he brings along
Just Friends.
Anna Faris, and she's the whole movie. She's just like, she keeps like biting noises and stuff, and you're like, what? They didn't direct you to do this. This is all just you.
This is a thing that you just decided.
She's funny.
Yeah, and Scott's pointing out the actress. She's interesting. She's a really weird looking girl, but strangely pretty when she has her like, I'm gonna go kill people moment and look good doing it kind of a thing. I don't know, Anthony. I think you might actually kind of get a kick out of it. It's kind of weird.
Where'd you? I'll find.
Well, I'm doing all movies for October this year. So
you said Scream. You cut out.
Yeah, Scream. I'm doing all the Scream movies this year for October. So if I go quickly or something, maybe I'll have room for some random ones.
I mean, the Screams are only this year. Those movies are only under 2 hours. Like, you're good. Like, they get in and out real quick.
Sure, but it's fitting it into the rest of my schedule. And now that Baldur's Gate is like eating up every.
You can put it down.
No.
But I don't want to.
Oh, that's fair. That's a different subject. I'm just saying. Like,
oh, she's a 2002 Carrie.
Yeah, she was in the Made for TV movie. Yeah. Oh, speaking of things, Anthony, how'd your thing go on Monday? You good?
Oh, my MRI?
Yeah, how'd that go?
Yeah.
Ended with some magic fingers. It's an MRI. It's not like no, the bed vibrated.
Oh.
How do you think they're checking my spine?
By blasting your
with their
that was
finger.
Close.
Like,
that was close.
I said it. Like, they were like, we have to check the lower part of your spine, but the only way we can do that
by blowing your back out further.
Yeah. I got the MRI last night. Results are there's mild degradation to my L1. And something about the endo side or something like that. I've done some research. It's largely try physical therapy, pain medications, and if that doesn't resolve it, a surgical option is fusing. So we'll see how it goes. Now that that's done, I have to call the insurance and change my doctor.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
You can do the Gloria Estefan and have a metal spine. She has a metal spine.
But then wouldn't that make MRIs in the future very uncomfortable?
Probably. Like a T800?
I'm not quite sure exactly how they did it, but she was in a very bad car accident and they had to like fuse her spine and do all sorts of stuff to it. Yeah. That's why the Miami
yeah.
Sound Machine doesn't dance too much these days.
Oh,
I mean, they could dance around her,
They could. They probably do.
for a long time.
but the
Interesting.
rhythm moves her too much, and she can't
Yeah.
help herself.
I mean, let's be honest. She hasn't been a thing in 20 years. Let's. It's like...
She doesn't
Still a
impress me
person,
much.
possibly even alive.
No, she's still alive, and I'm sure
Well,
she's a
good for her.
lovely individual. It's
Yeah.
like-
Your value is not predicated to what you offer
True.
culture.
True.
You
That's
did
not what
your
Hollywood
time.
says.
One of the first Cuban American movements of the 80s. Like, she definitely put a mark down to bring that Cuban music to pop music.
And then the sandwich.
It was all her. Miami Sound Machine and the
And then the
sandwich.
Cuban sandwich. I had a
Do you
really
like a
good
Cuban sandwich?
I do. Sans pickles, but
See,
Okay.
I don't like pickles on sandwiches, but
Oh.
on that sandwich, I enjoy the pickle.
Will you please
There's
Something about the
call it
flavor
a
combination.
Cubano?
Cubano. Yep.
yeah, there's a really nice Cuban restaurant in Mission Valley that I went to less than a month ago. It was the same day I did all that Michael's Halloween shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it was like right
Oh.
next door. I'm like, hey, I've never been to a Cuban restaurant, and it's been a while since I've had any kind of Cuban food. Let's hit this up. Super nice. Problems with the wait staff. They made up for it, but I'll still go back again.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try Cuban food. I
Did
don't
they
know
not
if
bring
I've
stuff out?
Fast version. Someone came by with a sandwich that I was thinking about getting, but didn't get yet, Havana Grill. And so when it came by with the sandwich, I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. And then I realized after I'd taken a couple bites out of it that, oh, that was what I thought I was going to get, but I actually ordered something else because I was sitting there waiting and my girlfriend's sandwich hadn't come out yet. And I was like, ooh, why is this taking so long? We kind of had like close to the same thing. We're both getting sandwiches. And then we kept waiting, and I told the waitstaff, like, hey, I think I accidentally took the wrong sandwich. So just so you and the cooks know when my sandwich actually shows up, that's my bad. They're like, oh, okay, well, thanks for letting us know. Then we had to keep waiting until our drinks came out, and that took a really, really
Oh.
long time.
Mm.
What
Hmm.
time
The
were you
host-
there?
Mid-afternoon.
So they
Oh,
weren't like
that
super
seems really
busy.
yeah.
They were busy. They was certainly busy because it was also a Saturday.
Sure.
Maybe maybe someone didn't show up and they're just
But I did
super
get-
behind.
I did also get a free sandwich, and they were going to give
Oh,
us
okay.
also free extra drinks, alcoholic drinks.
Oh, they comped you, right?
Yeah, they comped us for both,
Aw,
but we
that's
passed on the
nice.
drinks because like, well, I had to drive and I was
Yeah.
already on an empty
Oh
stomach
yeah,
when
no,
it
that
showed up.
cares. Yeah.
But everything was really good. So
I'm gonna try this.
Cuban food is great.
yeah, Havana Grill in Mission Valley
Havana Grill.
if you're in San Diego or
mean, I
one is
love-
around.
I love Portos down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I enjoy
like
them.
Portos. Havana Grill.
Havana Grill, baby.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
All
All
right.
right. Any final thoughts on September?
Earth, Wind, and Fire and Batman's birthday. Those are kind of my first two thoughts about September.
But his birthday isn't what Batman Day is.
But when's his birthday?
He doesn't have one. He doesn't exist.
Everyone has a
Bruce Wayne
birthday.
doesn't have a birthday?
I'm sure he does, but it's not celebrated on Batman Day. No one knows why Batman Day is in September.
Huh.
The book did not come
Apparently-
out in September.
Batman's date of birth is April 7th, 1915.
Which is wild that he be 1915, being his book didn't start till 1939.
Gotham by
because
Gaslight.
because he's 19 at the beginning of the book.
Sure, I
Which
get
makes
it.
no
I'm just,
sense because the next article says by Yahoo that Bruce Wayne's birthday is actually February 19th. They're not.
It's probably been several dates over the publication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe in the modern era they haven't reestablished a date for Leland to kind of like hold on to better. But like in all of the years of Batman history, they must have said it in passing
I'm sure they have.
or in some really stupid like
Yeah, here's
one-page
another date.
advertisement
Yeah.
where Alfred brings Hostess cupcakes for his birthday.
Oh, I love those ads. Every time we get an 80s book, I always flip through and find that ad. Where like Wonder Woman's blocking the hostess. She's like, I'll save the hostess truck and then
with
eat
these
an apple
fruit-filled
pie.
pies.
Oh.
Yeah, those are great.
Superman's just like, the American apple pie is my favorite. Yeah, those were fantastic. No, Batman Day was a couple weeks at the store. We have no idea why it was in September. DC, as usual, messed up, forgot to send us books or didn't print them on time. We actually got an email that said, we messed up. You'll get this reprint foil cover of 608 in the middle of October. Make sure you give them away for free. And then they sent another email saying, scratch that, are actually $8.99 now because Batman Day has passed. Yeah, they sent like literally a reprint book that had 4 to 5 pages of the current books on the rack at that month. And so like if you were like, oh, I'm interested in this Batman Catwoman war that's going on this month as in the event, but I don't want to spend the $6.99 to read that first one shot, but I can pick up this free comic and read the first 5 pages that'll tell me nothing about the event. Yeah, it was the dumbest thing. We had
a
this
whiff for free.
We have a new customer on a preference. He seems nice. I don't know him outside of work, nor do I want to. But me and Paul have both discussed it. He's like over thankful, like to a point where it's almost like you can stop thanking me. I get it. You're thankful. He has a pool folder, but he comes in every Wednesday and goes, oh my God, thank you for pulling these books for me. I'm so excited. And I'm like, no, you asked me to.
Yeah, you're doing what you asked. This is the bare minimum.
You're right. I go, you're welcome. And he goes, no, thank you. No, it's fine. No, thank you. And then he'll be like, can I have 3 bags and boards? Only 3 though. I'm like, okay, thank you. And he thank you. And he puts it in. I'm just like, stop thanking me. So anyway, he called 2 days before Batman Day. Are you going to have the free books for Batman Day? Yes, we will. We'll have the one. Okay. And they will still be free? Yes, they will be free. And will you have the others? No, I will just have the one. But those will be free? They'll be free. He goes, do you expect a large line? Do I have to arrive early? No. No one's going to care. It's Batman Day. Oh, but it's Batman Day. Aren't you excited? No, I'm not excited. It's not my first Batman Day. DC's not excited. They don't care. There will be nothing here except the one book that's free. Okay, well, I'll be there when you open. Okay, I'll be counting down the days. And like, sure enough, there he was. First customer in on Batman Day. He rolled in. He's like, is this the free book? You mean the one on the counter that says free? And it says Batman Day. That would be the one.
Just wants to confirm.
He's just like, oh, good. Can I take more than one? You can. Yes, I don't care. Can I have my 3 bags and boards? Already have them ready. Here you go. Look, I'm good. Like, thank you. Thank you so much.
I feel like
It's
I'd
like,
get along with this person.
No, he would drive you nuts.
This person.
I feel like I do that too.
This person is one accident away from becoming Leland's arch nemesis.
It's Leland's Joker. Oh my God. Or it's Leland's Batman.
Wait, if I'm not Batman in the situation, then what am I?
Joker.
I'm the Joker.
No, he is definitely the Batman in this scenario. That person's gonna be a villain.
I thanked the person in the Starbucks drive-through like 4 times.
No,
in the course of my
drive-through. You say thank you at the clown's mouth, and then you say thank you when they hand you your thing. That's it.
At least twice.
Yep. But this is overkill. Here's how I know it's an issue, because Paul also was like, nah, he need to stop thanking us. Okay, so I'm not crazy. It's not just me. Like, he also is like, no, he comes in sometimes when you're not here, and he's just, oh, thank you for being open today. I'm open every day but Tuesdays. It's a thing. I'm a business.
They love life and they show their gratitude towards it.
But he hates
Mondays.
Joe
Magniello.
Kubert.
Kubert?
Yeah,
Adam
the guy
Kubert?
No, his father, Joe Kubert, the guy that just died.
Someone. Why is he mad at Joe Kubert?
He went off. I can't repeat any of the words he said right now because I don't want to eat a bean. But it was literally like, this man F's his students. He's a terrible human being. He's a terrible effing artist. Like, he went off and we were like, did you go to his school? He was just like, no.
Sounds like it.
It was like, he's an
I've
Olive
never
Garden
met
waiter.
him.
Like, can you imagine how he is as a waiter?
Probably very attentive.
Yeah, a little too much. I'm taking tips off.
Well, I'm so
Listen,
glad
we all agree. Go ahead.
Because I'm so glad that Snaggletooth is your customer.
I'm not making it up. That's exactly how he sounds like. He sounds like he's gonna go like, oh,
And then some Murgatroyd.
Oh, he's so gay. It's like,
Exit stage left.
Like he was just like, oh, I can have more than one. Yes, they're free. I don't care. You could take them all and go home and line your entire house with them.
It sounds like you meant lawful good Astarian.
It's like... Sorry, were you trying to get out and were you trying to get out? And I was just like, I'm going to tell you this stupid story.
That's fine.
It's interesting.
Yeah. If you have enjoyed this conversation, please be following us on our social medias. We are on the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and elsewheres. You never know. Give us a shot. Take a look for it. Find us at LORC Podcast or searching the League of Ridiculous Conversations. If you got... Yes?
Nope, continue.
If you showed up late to the show here on Twitch, then you can catch this as a podcast released on all the podcast places. Every Monday, usually something comes out, and it's usually that podcast. And if you want to see us next time here live, we are on twitch.tv/LORC podcast every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesdays is the podcast day. That's us hanging out, goofing off, talking about all the things that are making us happy and the things that are not.
David. Watch him listen. He comes in on Wednesday. I heard you talk about this on your little show.
Thank you for mentioning me, but rude.
He was just like, thank you.
One big thank you.
He's got a bum leg. We see him coming like off the block.
I ain't making fun of his bum leg.
I don't make fun of his bum leg. I'm just painting a picture. He's got a bum leg.
What color's his hair?
Some people, he don't have any.
Okay.
He looks like one of those people that went bald at like 20.
I don't know what a bum leg is. Is it just one leg that he's because what I imagine is just one foot.
It's just one leg that's homeless.
No
Continue.
Like he just walks in with one shoe on.
Where every other week currently we get together and a couple of us will play a co-op game for a few hours. That is going to be on an alternating schedule while we do other stuff off air on the alternating Thursday. So this Thursday, check out Jordan and Steph while they do something.
Can't handle leg. Steph, it means he just has a limp.
Okay, because
But not like an OG limp, like a real limp.
Okay.
He has a shelter deficient leg.
Okay.
Is that what you call hobos?
The unhomed?
Yes.
I wanted to come up with unhomed, but it wasn't there. So I made up a new version of it.
I like unsheltered.
And then it was there.
Unsheltered is a nice way of saying what you said. He
has an unhomed leg.
He rides with it outside his car. Because bare feet don't come in the wagon. So.
And then Sunday, we get the community together. Everybody who is a part of our Discord comes together and we play large multiplayer games. Where last week we tried out
Project Winter.
Project Winter.
I didn't hate it.
Which
Okay.
Leland didn't hate.
I
What-
tried to do the
what-
tutorial at the end after everyone left.
Yeah.
I think it's just hard if you don't know the area.
It's
'cause
not a
you'll start-
tutorial. Just a
It's
sandbox
30-minute
mode.
tryout?
Yeah,
Oh, sandbox. So
that's just a
what it is.
sandbox mode.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not a
Yeah,
real tutorial.
I was 2 minutes up and it took so long and I still didn't clear what I needed to clear. I'll try it again. That's all. Go on.
Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you want to get in on that Discord, feel free, hit us up on any of those previously mentioned social medias. You might remember when I mentioned them 20 minutes ago. We're on the Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitter. Find us at LORC Podcast. We'll get you in. It's a fantastic community filled with a bunch of different channels, all of them hopping, and everybody in hopping. Listen, I'm from 1955. This is what we say. We also wear an onion on our belt because that's the style at the time.
We go drink a pop at the candy shop down the street.
Before we get out, Anthony, do you want to know the tallies?
No, we're not done yet.
Oh, we're not done. We're not done.
Discord. It's cool. Get into it. Stephanie,
Yes.
where do the people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at Stephanoids. That's STPHUHNOIDS. I post stuff.
Nice.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Leland.
You can follow me on Instagram at Leland Pierce Art or Pineapple Pierce. The art will start again next Monday. I have 16 days worth. Hopefully, I can get another
Ooh.
16.
Nice.
See how it
Exciting.
goes.
Yeah, are we going to be on the mantle?
No,
Aren't we a spooky thing?
I forgot all about that.
Oh,
I remembered. We were on the mantle.
Steph remembered
We were-
Halloween.
We were some kind of spooky S furniture on a fireplace mantle.
I'll have to
We
try
could
to
be
work that
anything.
out. Remember what we all said?
Wait, we're
What's that?
literally furniture?
I don't remember.
Like,
No,
wait,
like
Which
here's,
which one was the
here's
rocking chair?
mantle, and then it's just stuff on it. See how Leland has
Oh.
stuff just on his thing? Kind of
Gotcha.
like that.
Like
Oh,
one.
we're
a
objects
spooky
on a
thing, a spooky Halloween object on a
like
mantle.
Anthony's a
mantle.
candelabra.
Sure.
Do I
Have
just
fun
give a
with it.
candelabra a beard?
Just have fun with it.
I don't know. How do
Yeah.
you make a candelabra look horny?
It's a candelabra. It already looks horny.
Give it a
Or,
mouth, it looks like
make
this.
me, like,
Candle.
make me like a witch's brew pot. And that the
cauldron?
whole
cauldron?
bottom part can be my smile. Yeah, I could have just a giant mouth cauldron.
So it's just a cauldron with a face on it.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
stuff like
I'm
this.
Face. I'm just doing things. I don't know. Have fun with it.
Make me a rat with a witch's hat.
Okay.
like I'm running across the mantle or whatever.
How about I just make us all witches?
Sure.
It's fine too.
Yeah, sure. Can I be a sandwich?
Okay. Jordan, where can the people reach you?
You
I
can
wanna be a
find me
manwich.
A sloppy Joe?
my manwich. You can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a bear.
I thought those were so. I liked those.
What, manwiches?
Yeah, I don't know. Elementary when we had a sloppy Joe, I enjoyed them.
Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe.
I was thinking the whole time.
That's all I can think about.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Anthony, where can people find you on the internet?
I'm on the internet at Spooky the 13th on Instagram and the Twitter and Threads. So until next week, I'm Anthony, and in alphabetical order we are.
I'm Jordan.
Leland.
Steph.
And now the show is over.